have 5 Etsy tools that you're not using. There are a few tools on Etsy that I really love. They help you with running your shop or even improving your shop. And too many people are just not aware of these tools. I'm going to go from my least to my most loved tools, show you where to find them, why I love them, and any problems with them. Before I start, let me know, what tools within Etsy do you love? First one is Progress Steps. Did you know when you get a sale, you can arrange your sales into different places to keep track of them if you have a multi-step process? Obviously, if you have a digital download store or a simple process, you might never need this, but I find this invaluable at busy times. You can add new steps from here. All new listings that you've not shipped yet go into new, and then once they're shipped or downloaded, they go to completed. But everything else in between is up to you. If you don't need anything else, then just bin them. But, for example, you get an order, then message the customer, then start working on the order, message the customer again for approval, and finally ship. And it can take weeks from the order coming in to being shipped. Then it's nice to have these little buckets to move your orders into, so you know who you're waiting for your replies from, which orders you're working on, and which ones you're about to ship. Even if you have a simple process, it might be nice to have a bucket to pop orders that you're planning to ship, or ones that you have on hold while you're waiting for supplies. Number 2 is bulk editing. Ever wanted to raise all your prices on every listing in a section by a certain amount, or even edit an announcement to the start of every description? You actually can do this on Etsy. From listings in your Etsy dashboard, select the section you want and click All, and that will select every listing you see on that page. Then click Editing Options. Here you can update prices for all shoppers, or here in the UK, I can also change for domestic and international customers, and you can decide to increase or decrease by a set amount or a percent. Or if something has happened, for example, you're very busy and you know customers don't read shop announcements, then you can add a sentence to the start or end of your description. You can delete things you added in the past or replace certain words. Number 3 is bulk discounts. You can add free shipping or a bulk discount for customers who buy a certain number of items or who spend more than a certain amount in your store. Unlike coupons, they're automatically added to your store and don't need codes. So I was able to do free shipping if someone spends over £100. Now we're reaching my top 2 favourite tools and features on Etsy. They're both under the marketing tab. First, if you're running adverts and didn't know, you can see which keywords are working on your ads for your listings and turn off irrelevant keywords. From marketing Etsy ads, click Manage Advertised Listings. Already there are some details here that anyone who's using ads should look at. I actually have a video about these stats, but clicking the detailed stats here takes us to what we're talking about today. Sadly, we can only see the search terms for the past 30 days. I do wish we could see more. I was too busy at the busy times to check my keywords, but 30 days is better than nothing. Then you can see all the keywords that your listings were shown to potential buyers for, and you can see which terms they actually clicked on. Now, the first thing you might see here is that my clicks for the past 30 days on that listing are way higher than the total clicks on the search terms. This is because Etsy ads can be shown in lots of other places on Etsy, not just in the search results. Anyway, let's look at the keywords that our listings are being seen for. If they're all relevant to your items, then great. But if you see ones that are not relevant, you can hit the button here to tell Etsy that they are not relevant. And super secret extra thing here is, I think it's worth looking into. If there are a lot of people searching for that keyword, is it relevant for me to make another listing based on that search term? For example, I could make a felt black dog, but I don't want to make a felt needle book. And the 5th and final tool we have on Etsy that I think not enough sellers use is the search analytics. Under marketing, you can see it here. Now it's in beta and does not have data from Android devices, so don't try and make all the numbers add up, but it's great to see the keywords that are really working for you. Look at a big enough time period here. I'm going for the whole of last year. I go into this in more detail in another video, but I want to quickly show you one of the most important things. You know how so many people talk about conversion rate like it's the most important thing in the world? Here in this section is where you can actually see the only conversion rate that really matters, that Etsy tells us matter to where your item ranks in search. The conversion rate for your item when seen in search for that specific keyword. Click on the conversion rate header to see the terms you convert the highest for. Now we can ignore the search terms with very few impressions. There's not enough data there to read anything into it. Let's scroll down. Now we're talking. I see lots of search terms related to my Corgi bookmarks that are getting very high conversion rates, and especially Corgi and Corgi bookmark are converting really pretty high, and lots of people are searching for those terms. This is great. This tells me to really double down on Corgi themed items. Corgi lovers love my type of thing when they see them. There is so much more data in this tool. Don't get bogged down in it, but I think everyone should get familiar with this tool. The data is amazing because it's showing you the keywords that real buyers are using, that Etsy is showing your items for. That data is invaluable. If you don't have much data here yet, then don't get bogged down. You need hundreds or thousands of data points to be able to read much into anything. Just spend a little while seeing what data is here and then concentrate on building your shop, and check back on here every quarter or so to see what is improving for you. So, how many of my top 5 do you use? Did you find any new ones today, or did I miss any? And if you want some more details about some of the tools, then check this video or this one.